It's my
Is
understanding.
it a government entity or what?
I actually asked that question this morning at a former state probation officer. It's my understanding it is a private entity. It is not a unit of county or state government, and therefore is a private company. But I have not gotten clarification on that, Mr. Dodson. I know that we do not, I know that it is funded through a line item in our county's budget that goes through the Office of the Superior Court.
This comes due in, July first, if I'm reading this right. We've got for July first on this. State-
I simply don't
States
know
over here,
that.
the default
Yeah.
degree determination that your fee should commence performance the first day of July 15. This amendment shall expire fiscal year unless determination is given within 60 days. And so we've got, basically, we got till first of July on this.
That's,
Does this have to be signed today?
Mr. Sosby, I don't think it does. This literally was I just happened to be standing by Mr. Helton
Just
yesterday when
let him
somebody brought it in.
I'm certainly amiable if you want to look at it further. I know that, I'm not sure if this affects, would have to ask the probate and magistrate court judges who have both already signed this, if it's, we want to delay anything. So, if that's your wish.
I'd like to look at it further. I mean, if coming in at the 11th hour here, walking into it, if we could, in other words, we could table this thing. We've got a meeting coming up Tuesday. That
Sure.
shouldn't be too far
Okay.
down the road, should it?
No problem with me, sir.
So the magistrate and the probate have already agreed?
Yes, sir. Right, they've already signed this. And I signed this, yesterday, and then I realized it was a contract, and then, I thought, well, it needs to be presented to you two gentlemen, so.
I just have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
ATP.
Well, if it's not that pushing Tuesday, but it's not far down the road, we can wait away.
sure, that's fine with me,
Let's
sir.
table this till Tuesday and give us a chance to look this thing.
Absolutely.
That's okay.
I understand.
I'll make a
that
motion, we
completely.
table it.
Okay, do I hear a second?
So is someone going to contact the magistrate, the probate? I mean, that's my biggest concern. I just don't want to delay anything, because this don't have anything to do with what we do. But in the same token, I mean, if they're in agreement with it, in other words, what I'm saying is, I don't want to go against their wishes.
Right,
What I'm
right.
trying to say.
We would be delaying it now, I mean, basically a week is all we're looking at if we all make that decision. So I would say either way, you gentlemen, you can either ask Ms. Doss or you can personally inquire with each judge, whatever way you gentlemen want to get additional information.
Here comes the probate right now.
Okay. I hate to
Is
put
this
him on-
something we gotta do every year?
First time I've seen this. I hate to put him on the spot.
I don't.
Guess who they're talking about?
You're right, Todd.
Judge Cocker, can we put you on the spot here? You might come in. We're discussing the agreement with the, what's a mouthful? The Appalachian Pre-Trial Program. It's APPP. And it's something, this contract was just presented to me yesterday, and yourself and Judge Jones had already approved this. Is this an annual contract, to your knowledge, that the board has to agree to?
I believe this is, let me start with this. Since I took office, I believe that, as far as I can recall, this has been the probation company that we've used. To be honest with you, I haven't ever questioned it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I mean, it's one of those things, I guess, is the probate court judge, I should, obviously, I've read the agreement. We typically use, familiar with the personnel involved
Right.
in the probation, with this probation company.
Let me ask this, I apologize for putting you on the spot. You just walked right in the middle of it. That's fortuitous for us. We had discussed tabling this until Tuesday. We didn't want to unduly delay this and create an issue for you, our magistrate, Judge Jones. And the post commissioners may have some further questions that they wanted clarified before we agree to this. I'm personally fine with it as is, but it's certainly, you know, the gentlemen have just been presented with this today, and they've not had enough time to evaluate it. So, Commissioner Sobey, how do you?
Have you just recently signed this?
That's correct.
Okay, so you're good with it.
Yes. As far as,
If you're good with it, and Judge Jones is good with it, I have no problem with it.
Yes, sir.
well, here's only, I guess the issue is this, what is the issue? The issue is whether or not, you know, my understanding is there's, let me rephrase this carefully, but unless something is presented to me that shows an advantage in doing, you know, something else.
Right.
In other words, you know, I understand that traditionally, you know, I'm sure there's many services and many agreements that are signed routinely.
Right.
You know, and I can say this, I've not had any issues with APP. I mean, they performed well. I can't talk about the performance. Performance has been outstanding. But I guess at the end of the day, I guess, you know, before, let me just use an example. Before I sign up to go work out at the gym, there's 2 gyms in town. I guess it's good to see which one offers the best services for the best price. You know, I don't want to stand here and say, I'm just going to do something routinely just to do it.
Okay.
You know, if someone were to come to me and say, well, you know, I think under the law, the commissioners fund the probate court, where constitutional office, you know, in the Constitution, it's provided that the county provide money to our court for our services. I think that's pretty basic. In other words, you provide our operational costs. And I imagine at some point there's, you know, when we pick these services, you fund whatever we pick, but at the same time, we probably all have a duty to the public to at least look at it and decide whether this is, you know, the best we can offer. But so far, I haven't been presented anything that says other, you know, that I've got anything better than this.
Not to interrupt you, but my understanding is this agency or this program initiates in Jasper, in Pickens County, and they do the same thing there, Gilmer, I mean, each of us in this district. Would it be the right direction to go? I mean, you've given Commissioner Sosby your opinion to, you could either talk with Magistrate Judge Jones or have the probate judge talk to him and get.
Like I told him a while ago, Judge Jones has already signed on to it, apparently he's good with it. Scott just told me he was good with it, so I have no problem with it.
Is this something you've signed every year?
Yes. And like I said, I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I hadn't questioned.
I mean, so, but what I'm asking is, this is indeed a contract.
That's correct.
And the only people who can sign the contracts in any county is the commissioners. And what I'm saying is, I've been here 4 years, this is my 5th year, and this is the first time I've seen it.
I've never signed it.
So, and that's why but if you and Judge Jones are fine with it, I'm absolutely fine with it, and would make the motion or would urge this board to move on and sign it. Since you've already signed it, he signed it, that tells me y'all are happy with it. And, I mean, there's no sense in making a mountain out of a molehill here, because I don't understand why I've never seen it.
Well, that was my point, I've never seen this to sign, as you say, I've been here going on 7 years and I've never signed it. Of course,
But if it's every year, then
something
maybe by
like that
next
come
year,
up,
you and the other judges don't
Right.
feel like this is necessary or whatever, maybe, because it seems to me like it'll be up to y'all to find,
Well, I look at
if
it
you're
like,
unhappy with the services.
I look at it like any other contract. If someone, you know, I'm certainly open. If someone were to come to me and say, I don't know, John Doe Probation Service were to come to me and put a contract in front of me and say, we can do this cheaper, better, or whatever, I mean, I'd be remiss as an elected official not to look at that. But I can honestly say, you know, today, you know, that hasn't been an option for us, but,
I would have one question. If there were other competing companies that do this kind of work, would it be proper for the courts to ask for a bid, or is it proper for the Board of Commissioners? Because I think if we do that as a board, we probably would have to do it in unison with Gilmer and Pickens County. Wouldn't you think? I mean,
I'm going to defer that one to the county attorney, and I'm not retaining her. Let me put that on the record. I am not retaining the county attorney illegally by saying this.
I'll ask her the question.
Thank you.
Okay,
I just
same
wanna make that
thing he
clear.
said there, Attorney Dodd.
Well, as to magistrate and probate, that would be solely up to this county, because
Okay.
magistrate and probate operate within the confines of only their county. As to superior courts for Fannin, Gilmer, and Pickens, that would be done in conjunction with the other two counties, because it's one judicial circuit, the Appalachian Judicial Circuit, that serves 3 counties.
So were you ever aware of this contract, Ms.
No,
Dawes?
I just happened to be standing by Mr. Mr. Helton yesterday.
There you go. That, you say
Here
why
I go
question?
again, showing you guys
Say why
everything you're
question?
supposed to see.
I mean, they've got our, I did talk to my clerk, because, in the real world, your office functions as good as your clerk's function, and I did have a brief conversation with my clerk, and my clerk's position was,
Right.
I said, have we had any, before I came here, have we had any issues with this? No, she said they do have our files, they haven't, been good with us, so I don't have any reason to come up here and complain about it.
Would there, Ms. Dawes, would there be anything, if we go ahead and sign this today, would there be anything that would preclude us, if we so desired, after signing this, to still look at bids, if that's a feasible thing to do?
Well, this contract's gonna be for a period of time, so you would be doing it for whatever the next period of time is.
Right, right.
Does it state on here what period of time that is?
Says July to July.
July to July?
And it's a
It's
60
also
day.
reoccurring if it's not 60-day notified, kind of like the trash thing, remember?
Okay.
So you would need to let them know by May the 1st, if you were not renewing this
Yeah.
July the 1st.
Okay.
So you've got between now and May the 1st to explore anything you wanted to on it.
I don't want to do anything that kind of slows down the wheels of justice
No.
by not signing this.
Nor do I. And that was since y'all signed it, you must be good with the past 4 years.
Well, like I said, we've not had any problems with them, it's been.
Okay. And again, I sincerely apologize for putting you on the spot. You can handle it.
Yeah, it's come to the job.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, well, thank you,
Okay.
Commissioner, Post Commissioners, I appreciate that. I
Sure.
appreciate you looking at this issue, it's
Yes,
always
sir.
good to know that y'all are.
Good.
And I'm sorry, I mean, there's so many things going through it, and when the red light goes off in my head that this is a commission board thing, well, put the brakes on and, bring it up. Mark, you did have a question.
Yes, I would just, Ms. Dawes earlier referred that this is a private corporation. I've searched on the Georgia Secretary of State site and do not find a nonprofit or for-profit corporation at all. So does the county have any documentation showing this is an actual company?
Okay, I use corporation as a euphemism for a private entity, because I don't think it's a branch of county government, but I can find that out. Just as I was telling Mr. Johnson, I don't know, but I can ask my counterparts in Fannin,
Guys, you two good with this?
Yes, let me ask just one further thing. Do you want something on this where it has the approved by, do you want it to have all 3, or do you want to vote to give me the authority to sign it? I mean, that's what they do in Pickens County.
I vote give you the.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with that, but first let me withdraw my motion for,
Okay, motion withdrawn, yes.
and, yeah, I'll go along with the motion. Make a motion,
I
Ben.
make a motion that you sign.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you very much, Jim.
And thank you for bringing that up, because now, Mr. Chairman, I would like to find out over the past 4 years, where's this contract been before? Since I've never seen it. This is my 5th year here. If you would make a note of that, someone find out if we've ever even had a contract or.
Well, you signed it before, right, Scott? You have signed this same contract?
Yeah, that's
before?
correct. In fact, I think the one I had in front of me, because I don't have the contract, because I think you have, this one was.
But what I'm saying, you signed it years past.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, this is February the sixth.
Well, the lady took February, we don't know where we never got it. I'll make a note of that.
But you have done it every year,
Yes,
correct?
in fact, this is February's from last year.
This?
Yes. This is February of last year.
Mr. Dawson, can we dig into the archives or somehow come up, either the originals or copies of the past
Yes.
4 years for Commissioner Johnson, Commissioner Sewell?
Provided there's copies in your office, I believe.
Okay.
Or the Commissioner Suite, I believe, Ms. Stone and I can find.
Okay, all right, we'll do that. All right, at this time, we need executive session. Do I hear a motion that we go into executive session for personnel issues? I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Do I hear a motion that we come out of executive session?
Make a motion.
Do I hear a second? All in favor? We're out. Okay. There's an old saying that something I've experienced most of my career, that it's not what you know, but it's who you know. And sadly, that's been a process when you hire people that's been done too many times. But I'm glad that I serve on the board with two men that don't believe that. They believe it's what you know that really counts, what your qualifications are. Now, for the last 30 days, we've been on a search to find someone to be our financial director. We've had a number of resumes from all over the state. There's been several highly qualified people, some excellent folks. But there was one candidate that stood out over all the others. And I'm going to give you a little bit of the background about this candidate. She has a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting from the University of Louisville. She has a Master's of Business Administration in Taxation. She is a certified public accountant in good standing with the state of Georgia. She is a former auditor and has actually even audited Fannin County's financials in the past. She has been the Chief Financial Officer for Union County, our sister county to the east, for the past 12 years. And if that's not enough, the proof in the pudding is what I have here in my hand. We have the Fannin County financial audit, year ended December 31st, 2015. And we have the Union County, Georgia audit, same time frame, same company, Rushton and Associates. And when you look at Fannin County's financial audit, at the end of 2015, there were 13 significant or material deficiencies in the way the taxpayer funds were handled through this courthouse. Okay, 13. Union County, same time frame, same auditing company, 1. This was in another elected official's office. 1 is about, ladies and gentlemen, as close to perfect as you can get. And I believe the taxpayers of Fannin County deserve this and not this. And I believe today that we're going to make a giant step in getting that kind of financial scrutiny and financial responsibility in Fannin County. Gentlemen, do you have anything else to say at this time? At this time, I'm going to make the motion that we appoint Ms. Robin Gazaway as the Financial Director of Fannin County. Do I have a second? All in favor? Ms. Robin Gazaway, welcome home to Fannin County.
Thank you, I accept.
All right. I'm sure some of these folks may want to take a picture. I know you're anxious to do that, but goes with the territory. Gentlemen, anything else to discuss? Are we ready to adjourn for the day?
I have none.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you very much.